my answer personally as a marketer is I prefer to go live whenever you feel like you want to go out there and say something and connect to a community, because remember, you're not always talking to the same people. You're trying to actually reach more and more people. So whether it's on Instagram or Facebook or Busker, that the same answer is I'm everywhere. That comprehensive social media strategy to be everywhere, you have to jump around on platforms, and you have to do it at different times. If you do it at the same time every day, you're only going to reach one group.
Host Professor Nez, and this is Nez Nation Live. I can't wait to introduce to you who we have today. You are going to love our guest. This is a show, if you're new to Professor Nez's show, Nez Nation Live, this is a show where we have guests on our show, creative, innovative people doing groundbreaking things in their respective fields, coming to our show to share their story, emphasis on share. This is not a podcast. This ain't radio, y'all. This is live. You can interact with me, your host, Professor Nez. You can interact with our awesome guest, who I'm about to introduce in just a couple of seconds. Oh my God, Nez Nation, this is going to be sickening because we're going to do something that we've never done on the show before. I'm so excited. My shirt just might come off by itself. I'm not even sure. And if that makes you hurl, I'll understand. Anyway, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited, so pumped to introduce to you who I have on the show tonight. I have Mr. Aaron Roth, who is the Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Arkon Mounts. He's also one of the co-owners. And if you don't know what Arkon Mounts are, yeah, there it is. If you don't know what that company is, it's been in business for 29 years. They are the masters of making your live stream. They've got amazing products. I use them. I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff with them. They have amazing products making your live streams 100% more effective. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, that was a long introduction. I give you Mr. Aaron Roth. Aaron, how are you doing tonight, brother?
Awesome, Professor Nez. I am seeing that the Facebook machine is blowing up on this.
Oh, yeah. Come on in. Look at Gord. Hey, Gord. All right. This is awesome. Look how many people are coming in.
It is so much of an honor and a privilege to be here with Professor Nez.
Thank you, sir.
He is an awesome live streaming professor. I don't know any other live streaming professors out there, actually. So
there might be a few, but they're all going to be squashed tonight. That's for sure. Look at this. Gord says, I've got a few Arkon Mounts products. Fantastic. He says he loves it.
Like to hear.
Kulani, Aaron, big clap. Frederick, thank you so much. Look at all the hearts. Keep coming. Share this out, please, you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share with your followers. We'd really, really appreciate it. We're going to get into the show. Aaron, so happy to have you with us. I can't wait to tell you guys we got in store tonight. This is going to be a lot of fun. You guys are going to get some really cool opportunities. Should I surprise them, Aaron, or should I just tell them what we're going to do later?
We should tell them right now because we got so much great stuff to discuss. Let's tell them how to enter the win.
Yes.
I put together what did I put together? I put together a crazy, insane prize package. It's 5 different items. It's like a selfie ring light, a tripod, a sonic shutter, car mount, a tablet stand. So if you guys want to enter to win, you got to share the love. You got to actually go out there and share out this broadcast on Facebook here. And Professor Nez here is going to select from those people who share the broadcast. So he's going to be watching.
I've got a tight eye. I've got a tight eye on the shares. I've got an eagle eye on those shares. So if you guys, the more that you share, we're going to be doing a lot of cool giveaways for, again, Arkon Mounts, the greatest company when it comes to producing products for your live stream and making it a million times better. Aaron, I just want really quickly for the Nez Nation audience, those of you who, those of us who have been living under a rock and don't know who you are, give us a little bit of a background about you, how you fit into the Arkon kind of organization, and tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background, your story, and your wonderful company, please.
That's actually a great question because I haven't shared it in some of the other programs I've been on. So
I want to know. We want to know.
Let's talk about a little bit about how I got with Arkon. Back in 2000, I joined the company, and it was much smaller at that time. And I really turned the company around. It had actually been in business since 1988.
Wow.
And I came from a background in consumer electronics. I used to work for a company called Arkon, and they had a lot of different accessories for vehicles and for satellite televisions, a whole bunch of different cables. It was actually a very large company, but I joined Arkon in 2000, and I've been there ever since. So I'm going on my 18th year with Arkon, and I make all the decisions, strategic decisions regarding sales and marketing. And the best decision that we have made, Professor Nez, you know this, is
Yes.
actually we joined Periscope back in August of 2015. And the reason we did it was actually by accident. One of our friends out in the community is Terry White, and Terry White is Adobe's worldwide product evangelist. And he had posted on Facebook something that said, hey, Arkon, I bought a mount on Amazon, and I don't like it all that much, but it holds two phones side by side. But the problem with it was it held it about a foot apart. And he said, I'm hoping that you guys can make me a better one.
Yeah.
And I looked at that and I said, wow, we have a lot of different tablet mounts. We have phone mounts. I could put together something for this guy, Terry White. And I did. I sent him off a photo of it about 10 minutes later. And he said, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. And it was from that moment on, I said, what's this Periscope thing? And I actually joined Periscope, and I said, holy cow, this is an amazing tool to be able to reach an audience of customers that we had not reached before. Because a lot of our business is actually, we're a big OEM manufacturer. We make some of the most leading brands out there in consumer electronics. You guys have all heard of their names. There's many of them, many of the cell phone manufacturers, many of the GPS manufacturers. We make awesome mounts for them, very high quality mounts for them, but that is more B2B business or OEM business. We do a lot of business with some B2C on Amazon, but we really weren't communicating and trying to reach customers directly. And that was really what the shift was that was brought on by me going on live streaming. And now you guys see, for those of you guys that see me all the time, I'm on Busker, I'm on Facebook Live, I'm on Periscope Live, I'm on live.me. I share the love. We believe in a very comprehensive social media strategy. We're crushing it on Twitter and on Instagram as well. I do a lot of Instagram Lives, but Peter, you know how fun it is. We're just here to have fun. I'm enjoying my job. I've always enjoyed my job, but
yeah,
I truly believe that I have the best job in the world. I always tell the guests that we have to our Arkon Live Lounge that I'm a professional live streamer. And what that entails for those of you guys, like maybe you're taking Professor Nez's class and you're thinking about being a writer, I say, no, go and become a professional live streamer because it's the best job in the world.
You know what I can say to this too, and I've got a couple of students I can already recognize. Monty, thank you, Sherry, thank you, Crystal, thank you, Akinia, Crystal, Dana, Ciro, Gord for sharing. Thank you, Stephanie, Ivelis, Ariel, Steve, Lisa. You guys are awesome. Wow, you guys are crushing it. Thank you so much. You will enter, just again, if you're just coming in, you can enter the giveaway, a chance to get some really cool Arkon products by sharing this out. And then we've got another giveaway. We'll probably do that a little bit later, and we'll talk about that in detail.
Well,
but I
want to tell them about it right now.
Sure, go ahead. Yes, go ahead, please.
You guys who watch me all the time, and I'm going to give some shout outs right now. Janae Anderson, what's going on? Dr. Fitz is in the house. We got Dana Simone is in the house. And we got Ciro's out there and Jessica's out there. All my peeps are out there. Steve Stevens in the house too. Steve Stevens, what's going on?
Welcome.
We have a lot of past Arkon mounts contest winners. We do giveaways every single week, guys, because we're insane.
You got a lethal following. I love it.
All the time. So we got a lot of people representing. We got the Arkon Army who has shown up tonight. We see a lot of love with all the hearts and all the comments. You guys are amazing. I got a thumbs
And really
up.
quickly, Aaron, I'm going to be monitoring the shares, and we'll do it this way. Let me see if this is okay with. Hey, Dane, one of my students has just joined. Let me ask you if this is okay with you, Aaron. I'll pick the winner of the Facebook shares.
Yes.
And then you pick the winner and monitor the winner of the Twitter. Hey, Nez Nation, we got a Twitter giveaway too.
Yes.
So if you're not on Twitter, go make an account in 2 seconds.
Yes.
And we got a cool hashtag, and I'm gonna let Aaron take it away.
Yeah, there's a tool called competitionagency.com. It's a website, and they have a tool called Tweet Draw, and you're able to randomly select tweets based on a few different criteria. One could be if we were doing a Periscope broadcast or a Busker broadcast, as soon as you go live, it shares onto your Twitter page. So they can actually retweet that broadcast, and you could pick by the URL of that particular post.
Can you type that in the comments, Aaron? Type in the link to that by any chance? And I want to talk about, can you type in that link to that site that you were just talking about?
That one's competitionagency.com.
Competitionagency.com. Maybe Gord could write that in the comments. I know Gord's watching. Monty. Thank you, Monty. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Jessica, Janae, Taylor. You guys rock. I wanted to talk about what you were talking about earlier about the writing thing in the live stream. Yep. Aaron, what's so interesting is, okay, so those of you who don't know me and who are joining, I've written 7 books, and I've always been an author and storyteller at heart. I got to be completely honest. Hey, Akinia, thank you, Jessica. I got to be completely honest. I actually think, and this is an author saying this, this is an actual author, a published author saying this, I've been doing more live streaming because listen, it's communications. It's the same exact context.
Yep.
It's the same exact purpose. It's just a different medium. That's all it is. Because in writing, you have to know your audience. As I always tell my students, you got to have purpose and you got to back up what you say with evidence, right? Details and specifics. It's the same thing in a live stream. It's the same thing in an oral presentation. This is basically, it's such a hot medium and it's so easy and accessible. Never mind the capital FUN, how much fun it is to do this. But it's like, listen to this really is really important. Listen to what Aaron said earlier. He said, our business was going in a certain direction. I found that we weren't necessarily communicating that vision appropriately or maybe as effectively as we could. And he started live streaming, and look what, I mean, I see Aaron everywhere. I see him in my backyard. I mean, Aaron is everywhere, but the thing is, he's working so hard, but he's not literally there. He's doing it through live streaming. He's getting his message out there. He has a platform. He has a voice. And a lot of this is so cost effective. Practically all of this is free. I mean, really, if you think about it, a lot of these platforms are, you know, absolutely free. You too, Nez Nation. You too can amplify your message. So it's really interesting. And I know Aaron knows I'm an author. It's really interesting that you say 7 books. Yeah, 7 books. They're pretty short. Don't worry. You could probably write them too, Sherry. What do we have to do on Twitter to win?
Let's have a little bit more information on that.
Please.
About the tool is that website, competitionagency.com, for any of you guys who want to actually do any of your own giveaways. Maybe you have some cool crafts or you have some products of your own that you want to do giveaways.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great tool, but we use it all the time. And what you'll want to do is use a specific hashtag. You guys got to send out a tweet. So those of you guys who are new to social media and live streaming, maybe don't have a Twitter account, this is a good test for you. You got to send out a tweet. And when you send out that tweet, Professor Nez, what is your Twitter handle? Is it Professor Nez?
Yes, it's at Professor Nez. I'm writing the actual hashtag in the comments, and then I'll put at Professor Nez on Twitter.
Send a tweet out to at Arkon_mounts. That's our Twitter handle. Make sure you're following both of our accounts on Twitter. So you follow at Arkon_mounts. And you guys who are part of the Arkon army, type it in as we're calling it out, what they got to do to enter to win. So at Arkon_mounts and at Professor Nez. And you're going to want to use a hashtag that says NEZNATION Arkon. Hashtag NEZNATION Arkon. That's a unique hashtag that's never been used before. We're going to select from that using that competitionagency.com website at the end of this broadcast. So there's 2 chances to win today, you guys. And you know I love to make it where it's global, meaning if you're in the UK or Canada or France, it doesn't matter. We'll pay the duties, we'll pay the shipping and get it out to you. It's a $70 bundle of items. We'll show some of those items a little bit later, but it's a great prize package. It's our way of giving back to you guys and thanking you for being part of our community and for tuning in tonight with Professor Nez and myself.
Awesome. Awesome. You guys are rocking. Fantastic stuff. And you want to make sure that you follow all those instructions and make sure that you share this out, use that hashtag, and we will definitely have 2 big winners tonight. Something we've never done on the show. I'm very excited. I'm very pumped. We got a lot of people coming in. Fantastic. Let me ask you this, Aaron. What have you felt that as far as live streaming goes, what do you feel are some sort of best tips? Because this is something I'm very interested in, and this is something that actually I know the audience is very interested. We already got some tweets. Fantastic. You guys are awesome. Chris, Monica, Iveless, Brandy, Andrea, Brandy, you guys rock. What would you say for somebody who's just starting out? What would you say? Like, I know there's a lot of people, I've got somebody I'm kind of thinking of, Mr. Gord Eisman, if you're still there, who are really kind of holding back, who are really kind of not sure if this is the right thing for them, not sure if they're good at it. Maybe they think they're introverts. They're not really that, I don't fit that. They kind of think they don't fit that personality, whatever that is really. What would you say to people who are kind of sort of not really jumping in the water full-fledged yet?
Right. You know, a lot of it is based on fear. I think you touched on that just for a second here. They might be introverts. And here's the great thing about live streaming. There's a lot of different platforms out there, and there's something for everybody. I'm a marketer. I have a business. I have products. I want, obviously, to sell my products. That's my goal. But along the way, I've learned that I'm actually out there now to have fun. And the sales follow. But for a lot of people out there, let's go back to the Periscope, because Periscope was one of the first ones out there. There was Meerkat and some other ones, but Periscope was really one of the first live streaming platforms that took off. Yeah. And what I find is, and I do most of my broadcasts during the daytime, and I have many friends in this community, a lot of disabled people out there in the US. And I didn't know there was such a large disabled community, but I think I've heard that it's 20%, 1 in 5 Americans are on disability, which is shocking.
Oh, wow.
But many of these people, they saw Periscope as a way to embrace and get outside of their house. Maybe they're confined to their home, confined to a room, wherever it might be. And they were able to connect to a world out there and people and watch things that weren't just regular TV, and they were able to communicate and have somebody like Professor Nez or Aaron from Arkon say, "What's going on, Dennis? How you doing?" You know, and ask about themselves. So it all depends on the individual situation.
Right.
Periscope, it was a great tool for so many people to be able to connect. Now, a lot of people were scared to push the start broadcast button, but my advice is, if you're scared, if you're shy, go on Instagram. Instagram is the easiest platform to go live on right now.
Oh, good call.
Save. You just push a button that says start, and you start communicating just with the people who are following you on Instagram. So you don't get any trolls. You don't get any people saying F you or whatever it might be. It's a very calm, easy way to get into live streaming. And for us, I mentioned Instagram because Instagram Live is actually our #1 tool right now to create sales. As a marketer,
really?
It's the most important thing for me. Here's why. And we talked about me going live on Periscope and starting to use live streaming as a way to tap into new communities. Professor Nez, here's what happened. I found out that Periscope has its own unique community. The people on Facebook Live, it's its own unique community. Yes, there's some overlap. My Instagram was so dramatically different than my Facebook or my Periscope community. And not only that, I tapped into some amazing communities like the baking community and the crafting community. Those of you guys who see
nice. Yeah.
a lot of affiliate coupon code partners. So full disclosure, Professor Nez here has his own code now. So if
just for you guys, you're going to save
20% off at Arkon.com. It is an affiliate coupon code, so he's going to get a little bit of a commission, which is awesome. There's ways for you guys out there, even as just, if you have 5, 10,000 followers, whatever it might be, to be able to be an influencer in your own community, partnering with brands like mine, where you can actually go out there and pitch a product, but follow those FTC rules, which say, you got to disclose that, hey, this is an ad, or I'm an affiliate, or whatever it might be. So we always do full disclosure. But in terms of becoming a live streamer, there's no reason why you should be held back. You shouldn't fear it. And this is one of the greatest things that I like doing, is I go out to the community. Most recently, I was at the social media marketing world down in San Diego, and so many of the people would be sitting there at lunch or whatever it might be, and I'm teaching them how to live stream, and I'm teaching them
look at that. Look at that.
This is actually a TriCaster.
TriCaster. Yeah, I love the TriCaster. That thing's awesome.
This is when they want to go crazy epic, and they say, okay, I'm ready, Aaron. I heard what you said, and it's time for me to go live streaming. You don't go 3 at once on your first try, but you definitely should try out Instagram Live. It's so easy. You're going to be connecting with your community there. And for us, this is the greatest part. so many of these bakers, everybody loves food, right? You love to see the cake,
Yeah.
the pops, and the cupcakes. Well, we bring these bakers out to the Arkon Live Lounge. They come and visit me, and or crafters or entertainers who are on Busker, another great platform. But the baking community in particular, many of our friends out there in that community, they have 100,000 followers. Some even have 1 million or more followers. I'll give you an example. Our friend Passion for Baking on Instagram. Check out that account. If you want to see how to do an Instagram account right, go to passionforbaking.com. She has 1.2 million followers.
Wow.
So when she tries out one of my products and she posts a video on it, all of a sudden, the first day it has 100,000 views, and she's sold tons of these pro stands that the bakers like.
Oh, look how cool that is.
This is the most popular stand we have, actually, because
Gord and I were just talking about that before the show. Gord loves that product. Absolutely. That is an awesome product.
This is the one we sent to Joelcom last week. He says, I need this because I'm demonstrating how to do something. And he has a couple of our mounts are ready, but this is the Pro Stand. It's model number HD8RV29. And the baking community and the crafting community, they absolutely
awesome.
Love that one.
And by the way, guys, if I may, Aaron, and I don't want to make this whole show about that, but it's just, I'm so, and again, I don't do this, full disclosure, I don't do this a lot, actually, you know, but because I believe in this and I believe in Aaron, I believe in his products, I'm telling you right now, I've gone through, if you're like me, and I started live streaming early 2016, maybe late 2015. Gord says, I love that stand mount, want one. Yes. And Iveless, I want to get to Iveless' comment about going on Instagram. That was really cool, Iveless. But I want to just say this really quickly. I don't go through the hell of getting the really kind of don't go through the Amazon cheap hell, which I did, of getting a bunch of stuff that broke after 2 weeks, that didn't work, never did anything, caused a lot of frustration. The reason why I think Aaron's so successful and the reason why his company's been in business for 30 years is because of the quality of the product. And I love what he said about live streaming. Iveless actually said, I went on Instagram to get comfortable. Here's another thing that I'd like to just add is the expectation of the audience when you're doing a live stream is cavernously different than the expectation of like a pre-edited, pre-recorded YouTube video or any kind of production video. The audience understands. They actually want you to make mistakes. The more real you are, the better. The more authentic you are, the better. I want to know from all of you guys watching right now, how many of you put it in the comments, list it in the comments, post it. How many of you are live streamers? How many of you have ever done live streaming? Let us know what platform you're on and let us know what you're doing with live streaming. I want to see those comments. What are you guys doing over there? I want to hear it. That'd be really exciting. Okay, question. Aaron, how often do you go live, Gord asks.
Gord, great question. I go live.
He goes live
every day.
before he even wakes up.
And usually I don't live stream in the evening. My wife over in the other room, you know, I come home and I usually.
Oh, sorry, Aaron's wife. Yeah.
I don't usually go on at night, but this is great to be on with Professor Nez. But usually I go on at about 11 a.m. and I'll go on daily. The trick is you got to find me. The best way to find me is to watch our Twitter, watch our Facebook page.
Yeah.
I'll say, oh, I'm going live. Sometimes I'll say it, but you never know if I'm going to be on Instagram live, and then we'll do a giveaway. So you really do want to be following us on a lot of different platforms.
Absolutely.
On Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, and Busker. It's Arkon_mounts. On Facebook here, you guys see it's Arkon Mounts, all one word, facebook.com/Arkon Mounts. But Professor Nez, when I go live, I'm usually dual broadcasting. And actually today, let's get into this a little bit. I wanted to find out a little bit in terms of what platforms you like and you're using. I told you I'm on Busker, I'm on Instagram Live, I'm on Facebook Live, and I'm on Periscope and Live.me. So I'm on 5 different platforms. Usually I'll go on at least 3 or 4 of them a day. But I don't do anything on the weekends. You know, you got to have some family time as well. And for some people who just get into Periscope or whatever it might be, it might become all encompassing in your life. And that's not a good thing. You gotta separate it out. You got to really take a break.
Tell my wife that.
When I first went on Periscope, it was 6 hours a day because I was trying to figure out who are all the people out here. Who's Joelcom? Who's Kim Garth? Who's Shalene Johnson? I had to figure out who all the people were. And I spent a lot of time on it. Now I just jump on there for about an hour a day and I have lots of fun. But my question to you is, what tools are you finding that are the most useful in live stream? And especially from a business perspective or in a marketing perspective, which ones are you seeing that are the most impactful?
Oh yeah, definitely. Great question. Thank you, Aaron. Who's interviewing who here? I love it. Aaron, isn't Aaron awesome? I mean, Aaron just totally flipped the script. It's his show, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. I know, I love this. Actually, nobody's ever asked me like direct questions like this. So thank you so much, Aaron. The reason why I don't, do you have kids, by the way, Aaron? I don't know if I asked you that. Do you have any kids?
When you're in business,
Oh, you son of a gun. You lucky bastard. No, I'm kidding. I love you, honey. I love my kids. The reason I go late at night is because that's when the kiddies go to sleep. Yep. So I joke around. I joked with Aaron before the broadcast that I want to be the Jay Leno of Facebook Live. And even though I say I'm joking, I'm dead serious, guys. I want to be the hottest, happeningest, most informative, educational, but most of all fun talk show on Facebook Live ever. And the reason I shoot at night is because the kids go to sleep. So my daytime is usually my day gig, which is I'm teaching at Chapman and Cal State Fullerton. But the platforms that I like to use, obviously it's Facebook, because 1.9 billion users does not lie. And Facebook is a great place for me to get, my message across and get my platform. And my business page almost works like a website, which I really love, and I can archive all my footage. I have a great sort of user-friendly interface, and my audience, I've got a lot of great followers, engage. Sometimes don't like to use the word followers, but just a great Nez Nation tribe. This is our sign right here, Nez Nation. Yep. This is a tribe. I've got a Facebook group, by the way. Gord, write the link to the Facebook group. I want you guys all to be members of Nez Nation. This is a tribe, a community of creative people, thinkers, trying to create a different world, trying to create their own culture and trying to inspire each other more than anything. So it's not because Professor Nez, he's the leader. I'm not the leader. There's nothing like that. This ain't a cult. We're all in this together. So Facebook is a great platform for me to create what I think Aaron would understand is that strong community, because community is everything. You gotta nurture your audience, you gotta pay attention, and you gotta serve them. I tell my students this all the time, Aaron. You can't always think about what am I gonna get out of it? What am I gonna get out of it? What am I gonna get out of it? Thank you, Lisa. What am I gonna get out of it? Thank you, Ariel. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you so much. You have to think about how I can serve my audience. So Facebook is primarily where I do my live streams, and I get the most impact, I think. As far as I know, I'm not the biggest numbers dude, but as far as getting that engagement, as far as getting that exchange, that interaction, Periscope, I love. Twitter Live, I love that they integrated Twitter Live. Not so much Instagram. It's interesting that you mentioned Instagram. I love Instagram for sharing, and I love Instagram for the photographic and the quotes that I like to sort of share from my books and from my speaking engagements. But not so much Instagram Live. I don't really use Instagram Live. Maybe I just haven't seen a lot of engagement on Instagram Live. But something that I think I would love to talk about, and I know some of you may not be 100% aware of, is YouTube Live. Taking advantage of YouTube is something that I have literally, Aaron, I have gone all in on YouTube. And again, guys, I'm not plugging live streaming, even though I love it. Aaron loves it. There's many benefits to it. Don't do it if you're not into it. Don't just do it. Well, everybody else is doing it. Well, you need to be into it. You need to have a purpose. You need to have a vision. But most of all, you need to really have fun doing it. Right. Because as Aaron says, it can take you away from other priorities that if this isn't something that you love, you'll just drive yourself crazy and burn out. YouTube Live is something that I think all of us need to capitalize on. They have lowered their requirements. It used to be that you had to have 10,000 followers to go live on their mobile app. You can go live on their desktop with 0 subs. You can go live on their desktop. But here's the cool thing, and you want to talk about the power of live streaming, doing something you love, amplifying your message. How many of you out there, I want to see those hands. Give me a thumbs up. Give me an emoji, thumbs up if you've heard of super chats for YouTube. Give me a thumbs down if you haven't heard of it, or just an N for no. Oh, thank you so much for sharing my channel. I appreciate that, Gord. Thank you. Taylor says, I don't have a big enough YouTube audience yet. So super chats is something I want to talk to you about. Yes, I see a lot of N's. Super chats is something that I want to talk to you about. If you have 1,000 subs, which if you work your butt off and you work hard and you really care about video and live streaming, you can do that. very, very actually productively and intelligently. It's not as hard as maybe most of you might think. I'm seeing a ton of ends. Check this out, guys. You're going to love this. And I want Aaron to get on this too, because this is huge. Super chats. Super chats is the ability, a lot like Busker, and I'll talk about Busker in a second, allows your audience to basically donate you money on your live stream. Okay, so if you're getting a lot out of a live stream, it's almost like a tip, almost kind of like what they do. I'm sure, I don't know how many. Hey, Jamie, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Sherry. I don't know if a lot of you know about Busker, but YouTube Live has now enabled the super chats where anytime you donate, you can donate anything from like $1 to, I've seen some, channels get like a $50 donation from one super chat. It highlights your chat. So let's say, for example, Monica right now is at the bottom of I see on my screen. Sounds like Busker. If Monica donated like $1 or $5 or what have you, or $10, and it depends on how much you donate. Like if you donate 50, it's like this big bright, so it's about visibility, right? Monica's comment would be completely highlighted and it stays pinned for a certain amount of time. Look at the genius of that, you guys. Think about that. If you love doing this and you want to make this not just a hobby, because I don't consider this a hobby. I'm so dead serious about this, even though I love it. And if nothing comes of this, I'm not going to complain. I have my day gig. It is what it is. Imagine doing something you love like this. Imagine getting your message out there. Imagine getting your vision out there and getting paid for it, getting people to support you. I think that Facebook has got to adopt this, Aaron, because if YouTube with its mega audience, its mega following, and their search engine optimization capacity is implementing this, I see Facebook and Busker. I used to use Busker. So that's super chats on YouTube. And I'm going to get Aaron and Arkon mounts all in on YouTube. Because I know, Aaron, you use Twitter and you use Periscope and Facebook Live a lot, and Busker I tried early on. Joel Com. If you don't know who Joel Com is, he's an amazing live streamer. Aaron was recently on his show. Joel Com introduced me to Busker and I tried it. I just didn't get a lot of engagement. Maybe it was because I didn't have enough consistency on there. I wasn't really consistently doing live streaming on Busker. It seemed that Busker was, and I'd love your thoughts on this, Aaron. It seemed like Busker was nurturing more, how should I say, like entertainment type projects, like musicians, artists. And what I was doing was more like informative, inspirational, educational stuff. But maybe that's just an excuse. Maybe I just wasn't consistent. How are you doing on Busker, by the way?
Well, for probably the first year inception, I don't know how long it's been going on, but we were in the top 5 in terms of number of followers. Everybody obviously likes to win an Arkon out, and we got on there early. But with Busker, yes, the term itself, Busker, means you're a street performer. The people who are busking. Right. If you guys have ever seen that movie Once with Glenn Hansard and street, he's a busker. And so it does appeal to the people who are street performers or who are entertainers. We get a lot of that community that come into our offices, and instead of having my desk there, we set it up where we get people like Mary Desmond, and we get Mike Richards, and we get Ali Seeley, and a whole bunch of, and Pass the Bananas. These are people you'll find on Busker, and they rock it out, and they put on amazing performances. Professor Nez, you're tapping into something here in terms of people who want to make an income using live streaming. There's a lot of different ways to do it. What we've seen is that Busker still remains a very small community. Some people are making, I wouldn't say a decent income. They're making an income, but a lot of people have jumped ship. In fact, on Periscope, a lot of people see a lot of attrition. They say the numbers are down. The numbers are down.
I have too. Yeah.
There's a lot more options out there.
Right.
And in terms of, I won't say any names, but leading Periscopers, leading live streamers that are out there, they are over on live.me. Yes, it's a crowd of teenagers and young kids, but they make the most money over on live.me. They have all those ways that you can actually contribute to the broadcaster, like you can send them a castle. It's very graphic intensive, a lot of fun, a lot of craziness, but if you do it right, you can make a decent amount of money on live.me. And I'm talking some of our best influencers that we have out here. They've told me that they're over on live.me. That's where they spend most of their time. They're not really spending too much time on Periscope because they see themselves as a professional live streamer. They see that is their career. That is how they're going to make an income. And right now, they're currently getting the best return at live.me. When I first saw live.me, I was like, why do all the dudes, they're young teenagers, have their shirts off? It's all kids. I'm like, this does not seem like my demographic. We've been on with our
Show them your muscles. Show them your muscles, Aaron, for crying out loud.
I did that, and I get a huge audience. They'd be throwing money at me left and right on.
I've got water guns. These are water guns.
I'm sure that Facebook will take this model. We got Busker doing it. We got
they have
YouTube
to.
You mentioned. So
they have to.
It's a natural progression.
Yeah, I've literally barely heard whispers of live.me until what you're saying right now sounds phenomenal. Let me ask you this, Aaron, because, Facebook recently, I mean, we've all heard, I'm sure all of you guys watching, and I'd love your comments too. Thank you so much, Lisa, Brandy, Monica, Sherry, Steve. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Brandy.
I can't even push the thumbs up any button anymore because I did it on all of them.
You're gonna give Aaron carpal tunnel.
It won't let me push the button.
Thank you, Florida.
They're killing it over here.
Thank you, Florida Lisa. I appreciate it. I wanted to ask you because we all know that we're talking about platforms. We're talking about where you need to, because time is something that is slipping away every second, literally. So we can't spread ourselves too thin. Or I actually want to ask Aaron this question too. So I got a two-part question. So Facebook has introduced Messenger Day. And actually, it's funny. Aaron and I talked before the show, not the hugest fan of Facebook Messenger, even though a lot of his colleagues are. Facebook Messenger has Messenger Day.
Yeah.
Facebook now has stories on their actual feed. Instagram stories came out last July. Snapchat. I mean, what are your thoughts on all these different platforms? How do you manage? Do you have any hacks? Any kind of, should you manage, or should you just literally go all in? I know a lot of people who are like, no. If I'm going to be focused, I stick to YouTube, or if I'm going to be focused, I stick to Facebook, stick to Periscope. I mean, a lot of big Periscope. We're going to have Alex Kahn on the show very soon. He's already booked. And Alex Kahn is a huge Periscoper. I'm sure you know who Alex is, right? Right, yep. Aaron?
Yep.
Yeah. And I don't ever hardly see him on Facebook, and it seems to be working for him. What are your thoughts on all these different, is it just like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm all for it? Or is it like, oh, this is getting out of control? Or what are your thoughts?
My thoughts go back to what I said about having a comprehensive social media strategy.
Nice.
You really don't know where the herd is going to go next, and they do move super quick in the live streaming community. And like I mentioned, so many people that were on Periscope and leading Periscope, we're talking 40,000, 50,000 followers.
Wow.
They abandoned ship from Periscope because they just didn't like the harassment, all the trolls.
Yeah.
They didn't like the sex bots. There were so many different things. And now they're just singing the praises of live.me, but that might change tomorrow. You never know.
Live.me. I got to get into this live.me.
Let me show you something. Actually, we're going to do something that probably hasn't happened on one of these types of broadcasts before.
No.
I'm going to actually go live on Facebook myself because I did this today and
cool.
Seen this, but Facebook Live, I'm loving Facebook Live because there's a lot of new features on it that make it more interactive, more appealing, because originally it was very dry. You would post your comments, you would have your broadcast. Professor Nez is using another program so that we can have the split screen.
Yeah.
But you can do some good stuff with Facebook Live right now. So I'm going to actually go over here. Let me go to
Oh, this is awesome. This is a first. This is a first, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
This answers the question. And the answer for me is I try them all out. I want to make sure that I know what the features are, because there's always something new. You got all these competitive companies that are trying to outdo one another with the best platform. They're trying to appeal to all of us, either marketers or the people who just want entertainment, and they come on every day. But we're going to go live on our page. And so the new thing that I like is there's filters, and you got all these crazy filters.
Yeah.
But you can also tap the screen and change the brightness. And then finally, I don't know if this happened this week or not, but my problem with Facebook Live is I would be in the Arkon Live Lounge and our sign says Arkon Mounts, and it would always read it backwards. It wouldn't say Arkon.
Oh, right. The mirror effect. Right.
Now you can flip it. So we're just going to go live on here.
Look at this. Look at this, folks. Meta. Talk about meta.
We're going.
This is serious meta.
We're going publish. We're going to do a live video, and I'm just going to say hi for right now, and because we're going to test it out. But before I go live, you guys, I got my title in here. You want to go up here to the magic wand. That's going to open up a whole bunch of cool stuff. So you go to the magic wand, and you have all these different filters.
Yep.
This one I saw today tripped me out, and I'm going to show you guys this one, but I'm going to do that. But I'm also going to hit the little toolbox here, and I'm going to change the brightness on my screen. Oh shit! What the hell is that?
Oh my God! It's an alien. That's the aliens. That's the alien filter.
Is that insane or what? So I haven't even gone live yet, but you're going to see the alien come in.
Oh my God!
And so
wow.
You can be doing your broadcast, and that comes in, right?
I think that was my first date in college.
I can flip it. I just flipped it, which means now I can actually see the text correctly when I'm in the Arkon Live Lounge. So Facebook has really improved, this is just recently, the experience as the broadcaster, which is really important to me and to my community. But right now, this scared the hell out of me when Alien all of a sudden came in here.
Yeah.
Let's go live for just a second, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. Hold on a second.
Fantastic. And tell them all to come over here after you're done.
Yeah, exactly. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're going live on Facebook. Watch this, you guys. So here we go. We are live on Facebook.
And talk about exemplifying what his words. Just do it, right? Just get on and do it.
Alien dude coming in here. Holy cow, you guys. You guys who are joining on Facebook right here, that is actually Alien and getting ready to eat me as a broadcaster.
Have him eat me. Have him eat me.
We are live on Facebook. Facebook.com/Professor Nez. If you guys want to go over there, we are
come on in. Yeah.
Doing some features of Facebook Live. Professor Nez, let me show one more thing because people
please. This is awesome. This is like a live tutorial. I love it.
Exactly.
A live.
Let's actually show some different filters.
Feed him.
Let's see what we got here. Let's go to the toolbox again, which is the magic wand. And
thank you, Lisa.
We're going to go over here to the different filters, and we got this one here, which let's see what that one is. Hold on a second. It's going to be hard to show, I think, but oh yeah, you guys can see it here.
No, we can see it. We can see it. Looks great.
Let's see if we can get there. We go.
Oh yeah, there it is.
You got it. Are you seeing that over there? Let's see here.
Yes, yeah. There's the minions, bananas.
Minions with the
minions. Right? Yeah, my kids love that one.
This is cool. There's so much stuff to do to change up the broadcast. We were playing around with this a lot today, but I like how they make it. Alien, the new movie's coming out, and so I do like how that alien dude comes in there and just makes it a lot more fun. Even as a marketer, it's all about having fun.
It's all about having fun.
You're talking about having fun all the time. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. Gord asked a very good question, and I think it's really a great question to ask you, Aaron. Gord asked, should you have a scheduled live broadcast? Is it more important to be scheduled, he asks, or is it better to just do it when you feel inspired and just go live? What are your thoughts on a scheduled broadcast versus just jumping on, or should you do both? I almost feel like you should do both.
I absolutely love that question because you're going to get different answers from different people. If you were to ask somebody like Vicky Fitch, who goes up live at the same time every single day,
very scheduled,
say that you have to have a schedule. For me, it's very random. As a marketer, as a business person, what's most important for me? If I go live at 11 a.m. every day, which is basically the time that I go live, I only reach the 11 a.m. crowd.
Nice.
The rest of the people out there. That's why I love coming on shows with Professor Nez, Joel Comm, some of the other people in the community. Maybe it's at a different time slot. So my answer personally as a marketer is I prefer to go live whenever you feel like you want to go out there and say something and connect to a community, because remember, you're not always talking to the same people. You're trying to actually reach more and more people. So whether it's on Instagram or Facebook or Busker, that is the same answer is I'm everywhere. That comprehensive social media strategy to be everywhere, you have to jump around on platforms and you have to do it at different times. If you do it at the same time every day, you're only going to reach one group. Now, maybe if you're just a broadcaster and you're not trying to market yourself or sell anything and you just want to talk, maybe that same time every day is the way to do it. It'd be like taking vitamins where it's a routine and you get into the routine and you get more and more comfortable. Maybe that's the way to do it. But for a marketer, I don't advise it because you really want to be on at different times so you can reach different audiences.
Oh, that's fantastic. What a great answer. And I totally agree with Aaron. I think a lot of people, a lot of different people will give you different responses. And I think do what complements your personality first. Do what complements your comprehensive strategy, obviously. Do what, you feel the most productive and intelligent as far as what you do. If you're not comfortable, if you're just doing it and you're not comfortable doing it, you're not enjoying it, the audience is going to smell that coming a million miles away. Yeah. And they're just not going to be into it. And this is what I love about this show. And Gord has another great question. By the way, guys, really quickly, okay, I can see the shares. This is fantastic. The giveaway is in full effect. Just a reminder, just a really quick reminder before I get into this answer, because I think I have a pretty good answer for this too. Share this broadcast out. Share this broadcast of our conversation on NEZNATION Live with the doctor, the man, Mr. Aaron Roth, and you can get an opportunity to win some really cool stuff from Arkon mounts. And there's also another giveaway on Twitter. Okay, so make sure you use that. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry just posted it right now. The hashtag NEZNATION Arkon at Arkon mounts and at Arkon _mounts and out Professor Nez. Just look at Sherry's post right there.
Sherry, and keep posting that. Yeah.
Keep posting that. Gord, you do that too. And Sherry, thank you, Monica. Thank you, Ivelis. 2 opportunities, folks. 2 opportunities. So just a real quick reminder. So I want to get into this answer because I think it's just a really, really important. Another thing is that if you have something to say, do you have something to say? Do you have something to offer? Is it something that you feel that your audience should hear? I almost feel like live streaming can almost be therapeutic too. I mean, we're talking about business application, which is awesome, but just you gotta think of that little camera, that little iPhone or Android or whatever, that little hole, which is the camera. Don't think of that as a technical object. Think of there as a human being behind there.
Yeah.
So you got to connect. And I think that a scheduled program is beautiful. I try to have a scheduled program. Gord would say you need more structure, and he's probably right. But I just Aaron and I think, have a symbiotic relationship where I love to get on there and just literally blast my audience out of their seats. I just like to come full force.
Yep.
But yeah, also, as Aaron said, why not? Like, if you have an opportunity to go live, what are you going to say to yourself? Well, it's not my usual 11 a.m. slot, so I'm just going to refrain and go watch TV. If you have time and there's something that's cooking in here, and I'm pointing at my heart right now, forget this dude. If there's something cooking in here that you want to share and it's bubbling and it needs to come out, push that live button. Yeah. Again, I think, and Aaron, I'd love your thoughts on this. The expectation of a live audience is different from the expectation of pre-recorded content, meaning the rawness is appreciated.
Right.
Like mistakes are abound. You're going to make a ton of mistakes. There isn't a live streamer out there that has a perfect stream from beginning to end. It's impossible. And I mean, literally, if you want to go macro, I don't think perfection exists anyway.
Right.
So why not do? If you make mistakes, so what? Professor Nez has made a shit ton of mistakes. Yep. Aaron has made a lot of mistakes.
Those are the best.
Those are the best. Actually, you know what's funny, Aaron, is what I talk about with my students. I go, mistakes are the beautiful little helpers in life. Right. They're actually your greatest teachers. Right. They're actually your greatest teachers. Okay, so Gord asks, thank you, Louise. Thank you, Crystal. Dude, you guys are the best. Are you guys loving this broadcast? Give me an emoji. Give me a smiley emoji.
I'm loving all the.
How much fun? Are you having fun, Aaron? I hope you're having fun.
Oh, I love seeing all the engagement. We got so many people who are typing.
So many people.
And thumbs up.
Yeah.
Still not letting me do any. I'm going to have to go after the fact, but you guys are so awesome. And I always like to give a thumbs up to every single comment. That's just what I do. It's appreciated.
I do too. I love that.
Professor Nez, when we were talking about Bone today, there is a symbiotic relationship because we understand the fun of live streaming.
Yes.
We immediately connected because we knew that it's so much fun and want to share this with the people that are out there that maybe they need some more friends, maybe they need some more engagement, they're tired of what's on regular television. Yes, go start watching live streams more, but even more importantly, push the button and tell people about yourself. You don't really have to have a story. Everybody has a story. You can talk about whatever, and Professor Nez had a good point. Just think of the camera as a person in front of you. And you're just having a conversation with them and telling them about your day, telling them about what's going on at school, whatever it might be. That's what you do. And here's what really has been the true meaning of live streaming for me. It has been all about building amazing friendships.
Yes.
And prior, this is the good analogy. Prior to me going live on Periscope in August of 2015, my entire Facebook page and all my followers and friends were those from college and high school, elementary school. There was nobody outside of that that was business related or work related, job related, let's say. There was not one person who was a friend who was in that community. And now it's completely shifted. I've turned off all of the, I'm unfollowing them, but I'm still following them. Most of the people who are the friends from high school or whatever it might be. And then instead, all of my friends that I actually watch and I care about what's happening.
Yeah.
Those that I've met in the live streaming community at events like the Periscope Summit, Summit Live, the social media marketing world. Now I have hundreds and hundreds of friends that I've met through live streaming. It's really quite amazing. And for a lot of people, you said a key word. It's therapeutic. You love having friends. You love feeling like there's people out there that you can share your story with. And that's what live streaming does for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I've never met Aaron in person, and I already literally feel, I think I told him this on the phone, I literally already feel like he's like a brother. I mean, Steve Gamlin, who I had, he's a big time YouTuber and he does a lot of speaking engagements. He's an author too. I had him on the show yesterday. We laughed our asses off for an hour and a half. It was our longest broadcast. And as a matter of fact, we're at the 50-minute mark, and I feel like, I literally feel like I've been talking to Aaron for like 6 minutes. That's what it feels like. Thank you, Dr. Charlene. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Lisa, Alicia, Monica. Here's one thing, and I'd love Aaron's thoughts on this too. Here's one thing I would say more than anything, and Gord has a really great question about serious training videos, transitioning into fun. I want to get to Gord's question too. And by the way, you guys ask questions. We're here. We're here for you. This show is all about you. It's not about me. It's not about Aaron. It's about you guys. We're trying to provide the best value possible. I say if you're going to go live, I'm trying to do this. There's a lot of people in this live stream, which I'm loving. If you're going to go live, I've seen this happen. I think this is the biggest mistake most live streamers make. They don't engage with their audience enough. Okay. Now there's only so much you can do. You want to try to keep a show going. You want to try to keep the program engaged and perpetual and flowing, right? And productive. So that can be a little distracting, but you got to make an effort, at least make an effort. Right. I've seen so many live streamers. It's like, this isn't a podcast, folks. You're not on radio. You're not on CNN. Yeah. I mean, you've got a big audience watching you, and they want to feel like that. I feel actually slighted when I go on a live stream and I try to engage and leave comments and never get acknowledged. It feels like there's like 10 people now like, well, you haven't acknowledged me, Professor Nez. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to everybody. I promise.
Professor Nez, this engagement thing, there's a great way to do it. And it's a tool that all live streamers should utilize, which is doing a roll call. Let's do one right now.
Roll call.
Guys, I see there's 21 live viewers. I usually do it when we have guests in the Arkon Live Lounge and we're quadcasting on 4 different platforms at the same time, maybe 50, 20, 30. So I do a roll call and I call out every single person. Let's call them out as they say their first name and where they're from. Give us your state, or if you're outside of the U.S., first name and where you're from. I love it. And we'll give you guys a huge shout out right now.
Right.
We're seeing Sherry. We're seeing Gord. We're seeing Lisa in Florida. What's going on?
Hey, Lisa. Lisa's doing a great job, by the way. I want to thank Lisa again. She is posting the hashtag. She's posting the giveaway information. Lisa, you're doing a bang up job. Thank you.
Crystal's out there. Ciro in New Jersey. What's up, Ciro? How you doing? Alicia?
Hey, Ciro. Hey, Crystal. Alicia. Gord.
Iveless. How do you say that one?
Eisman. Oh, Iveless. Oh, Iveless. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that.
In New York City, Luis is here from Los Angeles. What's going on, Luis? Gord is out there from Toronto, Canada. Monica Mack. We love Monica.
Yeah.
Says, engage the block. Monica's actually responding to a question somebody else asked by Chris had asked about that. He said, what do you do about the trolls? And we block
good question.
And we ignore them. We just ignore the trolls and we block them and we keep doing what we're doing. Ariel from Lomita, California. How you doing? Crystal, how you doing out there? And Kayla Huani. Did I say that right? I hope I said it right. Tasha. Oh, that's Tasha. That makes it easier. Tasha from California. Lisa says you're welcome. Frederick from Montreal, Canada. Casey from South Carolina is in the house. Stevens is in the house from Wichita, Kansas. What's going on?
Hey, Steve.
Lisa, Sherry. See, that's what you do is you engage
Sherry, I love it
out there. And we love doing a roll call and seeing who's showing up each day.
That's great. Janae and Sherry, thank you. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Thank you, Aaron. That's fantastic. That's awesome. So I want to kind of, I think, so Nez Nation, by the way, what an amazing, jam-packed full of value show. If you had any second thoughts, if you had any, can you block trolls from FB Live?
Good question.
I've actually never had to. I'm about to block you, Gord. No, I'm kidding. Let's block Gord right now. No, I'm kidding, Gord. That's a joke. That's a joke. But I've actually never had a problem with that. I've blocked people on Facebook. I think everybody has. You can easily do it on Periscope, which is nice because and YouTube you get a lot of trolls. I want to say, first of all,
this is something you just said that I wasn't aware of. See, on Periscope, I knew about all the trolls, and it's easy to block them. You just block them. Facebook, we've never had a problem with trolls because it's your community. It's the people who normally follow you, and they're not going to be telling you to F off. But tell me, Professor Nez, a little bit about YouTube. I wasn't aware that there was a lot of trolls there. How does that work? Because you've gone live on YouTube, right?
Yes, I have. And you get not only in the live streams, but you get them on your video content too that you post. And YouTube is mostly, even though now, which is beautiful. This is another sign, guys. Nez Nation, listen to this. This is another sign. YouTube really didn't join the live game till recently, to be honest. I mean, they've always had the desktop thing, but it was never like anything like anybody paid really too much attention to.
Yep.
Now with super chats, and they understand the power of mobile. And Arkon is the greatest company in the world to make your live streams awesome. Like, think about this. Like, all of these, why are all these amazing platforms, why are all these amazing companies coming through with live video or jumping on the live video sort of train? Because it's powerful, because it's effective, because it's not just for business too, even though it's awesome for business. It's like Aaron was saying earlier, which I love. And this is why I think Aaron's so successful. I'm going to stroke his ego for a second here. Hey, Casey, thank you. Lisa, Monica, Janae, thank you.
Let's take a pause for a second, because there's a great comment here from Casey. And he says, I hear Egg Drop is working on something for Facebook Live. Now, you guys on Periscope know who Egg Drop is, especially if you've been watching our recent broadcast, because we had Joey from Egg Drop. And he came out to our Arkon Live Lounge about a month ago. And yes, they do have a program. It's a bot, basically. And it goes out there and it attacks those other bots and the trolls that are saying bad things. And so you use the hashtag, and I don't think it's available yet on Facebook, but they are working on it. But on Periscope, you just use the hashtag when you do your title, hashtag egg drop, DRP, egg derp, as he calls it. And that way you have a monitor. It's a bot monitor that will actually be trying to prevent some of the activity, or most of the activity, or hopefully all of the activity coming in. And that's a safer way to do it. So yes, do reach out to the Egg Drop people. You guys can learn more about it at .com. But that's a great comment from Casey. Thanks for talking about that. And yes, it is going to be available. From what I hear, Joey says it's going to be available for Facebook Live very soon.
Okay, and the primary utility of Drop is exactly, again, Aaron, say that again?
It's a bot, and it's a service that will go out there if people are saying F you and all.
Oh, cool.
It's going to be blocked. It's basically
like a troll monitor.
The troll monitor, exactly.
Oh, cool. That's very cool. So that's nice. And bots are kind of becoming really big too.
Yes.
Well, I just want to say this has been just an unbelievable experience. I mean, we're learning so much about live streaming. If you ever had any doubts about the power of live video, I'm hoping to God that this broadcast has allayed any sort of question marks. Do you have anything else to add, Aaron? I want to give you an opportunity. Talk to Nez Nation. This is something that I've been kind of, asking a lot of my guests. And since, I have a lot of different, my audience is filled with people from different backgrounds, not just live streamers, but I also have students and other people watching, and definitely on the replay. What have you learned in your years of being a businessman, a marketer, somebody who's been in this industry, in this tough business for a long, long time? I ask this of all my guests at the end of my show. What is the one thing that you can share with our Nez Nation audience that you feel has helped you the most? What is the one thing, the one tool? It can be anything. It could be something your grandfather said. It could be something you learned at work or a coworker or live streaming, anything. What is the one thing that you can share with our Nez Nation audience as we wrap this up that you felt has been the most beneficial tool for you?
And I think that this is a great question. For me, I'm gonna respond in a way that is most impactful for my own business. And what I realized early on was that you can't do it all by yourself. But actually, I do try to do it all by myself.
I mean, for crying out loud, look at this guy.
But You can't do it all by yourself. And so we have created what I call the Arkon Army. And we have so many of our friends out there in the community who are leading live streamers, or they're leading Instagrammers or YouTubers or live.me or wherever they might be. Right. And we set them up with affiliate coupon codes. And they're out there talking to people about how much they absolutely love the products. We talked about Instagram being the most valuable tool right now because those amazing baking and crafting communities, they see that pro stand and they say, hey, I absolutely need that. But it's not me telling them, unless they actually come into my own live broadcast. It's our hundreds of people out there that are saying something positive about Arkon on a daily basis. And I love seeing the posts on Instagram. I love seeing the posts on Twitter and on Facebook. So we've created an army. And basically, as a marketer, it is your best tool to realize that if you can connect with other people, then you can actually sell a lot more products. Because here's my philosophy on it is, even if you only have 2 followers, let's say you have 2 followers, and I don't know who those 2 people are, you have a better chance of selling my products to those two people than I would ever have. So if you have a very small community or a very large community, I'm trying to obviously communicate my message to you so that you can share it out with your respected community. But that's really the biggest lesson I learned, and I knew it right from the start. And I took that approach was, we got to connect with people. Connecting with people, there's no better tool these days. This is why I've jumped on it. And in fact, as my role as one of the owners of the company and as a VP of sales and marketing, you're going to find very few right now who dedicate as much time to it as I do. In fact, agreed. It's my full-time job. I'm a live streamer. I told you, it's the best job in the world.
Best job in the world.
Professional live streamer. I got people that come out to my office. I take them to a nice Taiwanese dumpling lunch. We live stream giveaways. It's freaking awesome.
Oh, it's awesome. What a life. What a life. And you can't you see it too, Nez Nation? You can see the joy exuding. Yeah. You can tell when somebody hates their job. I tell my students all the time, you can tell when a professor can't stand being in class. He would rather be fishing, right? I mean, rocking hour as usual. Thank you so much. Thank you, Peter and Aaron. Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate that. I mean, that's awesome. And again, I want to just reiterate what Aaron said. You guys, Nez Nation, please listen to this. There is nothing right now that is as powerful a tool to get whatever is going on in here, that you want, whatever message, whatever vision, whatever purpose you have, you want to get out. There isn't a better tool out there right now. Right. And the cost, it's practically a goose egg. Now, you want to create tools, you want to create an environment, you want to create, I've kind of evolved, right? But don't do that unless you're into it and you see that this is something that you can sustain. And I just want to say, what a wonderful podcast. I got to say, Aaron, you rocked it, brother. You just brought it full steam.
I've been on a lot of different shows, and Professor Nez, I think we really gave out some tremendous information in broadcast for the people who want to live stream. Maybe those of you guys who already are, especially if you're a marketer, or even if you're not a marketer. This is what I'd like you to take away from today.
Please.
There's something in live streaming out there for everyone. I'm not going to tell you which platform is best for you. You got to find it on your own. You got to go through that path. You got to go and get experience. Maybe you get trolled too hard on Periscope and you say, that's not for me. Maybe you go over to live.me and you have a lot of fun. You say, this is great. But there are so many different opportunities for you actually to enjoy, to connect with people. We talked about the disabled community and how they reach out, and it's actually, this is their connection to the world. So there really is something for everybody out there. You just have to go and actually embrace it and push the start button. And you're, for me, I mean, seriously, I think it was a life changer for me. It really was, in the sense of how.
And I don't think you have to be an extrovert. I really honestly think, I tell my students all the time, Aaron, I'd love your thoughts on this really quickly. I say, own your energy. You don't have to be crazy. Like me and Aaron have a lot of energy. We bring it, like the camera's going to explode when we come on. Yeah. But you don't have to be manic like that. Yeah. You own your own. I've seen, I mean, you mentioned Dr. Fitch, and there's a lot of other live streamers out there. Their energy is very, very on the opposite end of the spectrum, but they own it. They own it. They deliver, and it still comes through. Because I would say, if there's anything we can leave with, and I want Aaron's thoughts on this too. Thank you guys so much. You guys, by the way, you guys made this broadcast. You guys made it. Thank you so much. Everybody who's watching, everybody who's commenting, you guys rock.
This is the most comments I've ever seen in a live broadcast.
This is awesome. It's just absolutely awesome. That's how we do it on Nez Nation. I love you guys. So I would say that authenticity trumps everything.
Yep.
If you're trying to be energetic, if you're trying to be something you're not, and doesn't this resonate with everything in life? Integrity. In the words of Warren Buffett, it takes a lifetime to build a reputation. It takes a second to lose it. So you got to be real. You got to be authentic. That's all you got to be. Make mistakes, fail big. No big deal. No big whoop. I've had some live streams, if I go back and watch right now, probably make me want to jump off a bridge. So, but that's okay. You get better as you move forward, just like in anything. Practice, persistence. Aaron, my good friend.
Broadcast. We got some giveaways to do, but I think
we got some giveaways to do. Yes.
We froze the broadcast. Let me actually see if I can go back into it. Hold on a second. Professor Nez. Let's find him on Facebook. There he is. And let's see.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Florida Lisa. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Chris. Like I tell my children, don't talk to strangers. Introduce yourself first. I love it.
732 views already. This is pretty decent for
this is awesome.
The live broadcast at 8 p.m. Who knew the 8 p.m. crowd was so awesome?
This is our crowd. Aaron. These are my Nez Nation, my night owls. These are my night owls. They're up, baby. They're having fun. And the Arkon Army. The Arkon Army is in full effect.
Let's take a second to show you guys what the prize package is. There's
please.
Light, which is a selfie ring light. It has 3 different settings. You guys see that? And it's awesome. It has a thumb wheel on it. And this has been extremely popular, especially with the bakers and the crafters. They attach it to their phone as it's in the stand so that they can light up the area that they're doing the demonstration on. That's a great tip right there. But that is our model number SPLED ring. It's $14.95. You use that coupon code NEZNATION, you're going to save 20% off. It goes down to $12, which is an amazing deal. And yes, all of our products have a 2-year warranty. I'm also throwing into the prize package a tablet fold-up stand. It's our model number IPM Tab 1. It fits all tablets, mid-size or full-size. That is $12.95 on Amazon. It's a great place to buy that one. Amazon.com. If you're just buying it at one of our inexpensive items, go to Amazon.com if you have Prime, and you're going to get the free shipping on it. That's the IPM-Tab 1. We're going to be giving that one away in the bundle as well. There's also the Sonic Shutter. This little blue button is an ultrasonic.
Oh, awesome. I love that.
Professor Nez is getting one of these.
Yeah.
He's getting a whole hookup from us, actually. But this is an ultrasonic remote for your phone. You can do a photo, or you can start and stop a video. That's a great little gadget. And then, of course, we're throwing in one of our tripods.
Yeah.
Where's one of our tripods? Here we go. We got
there.
This.
It is.
And here's one of the tripods. We're throwing in one of the tripods, which feature those bendable legs. You got to have a tripod. It's
yes.
the most basic piece of equipment for a live streamer.
Yes.
Tripod. And then last but not least is a car mount. And this is a suction car mount that you can put on your dashboard or your windshield. But just like I always tell Professor Nez, don't live stream and drive.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
California, actually. We have a new law in California that came into effect on January 1st. Called the hands-free law. You actually have to have your phone in a mount. You can't be just holding it in your hand. So that is a new law here in California.
Right.
I am using my Sunday. What does that mean? I can't wait, Alicia says. So it's a
I'm using my Sunday.
This is a 5-item prize package. It's valued at $70. We're gonna give away 2 of them. Professor Nez, why don't you pick from somebody who shared?
Okay. I'm gonna do the swipe. I'm gonna do the random through all the shares. I've got all the shares here. I'm gonna do. What do we do, Aaron? Do we do a little drum roll? Do you have any iTunes music you can put on right now?
No. This is
okay.
the Arkon Live Lounge.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Here I go. I'm strolling as wherever it stops. The first share it stops. I'm going to, and that person is Gord Eisman. Gord Eisman. You are a winner. Gord Eisman, the random scroll drop, and it looks like it just stopped on Gord Eisman sharing. Thank you so much. So, Gord, you're the first winner. You are the first winner, Gord.
All right, so now we're going to competition agency. Congratulations to Gord.
Congratulations, Gord.
And we're going to competitionagency.com. That's that website. You guys were supposed to send out a tweet.
Yes.
To Arkon,
yes.
Or Mounts, and to @Professor Nez.
Yes.
Who were helping us out and commenting and telling you guys to do it. But that's how you enter to win our second giveaway. It's the same $70 prize package, those 5 items. And so I'm going to competitionagency.com.
Here we go, folks. I'll do a little,
let's see.
I'll do it.
Competitionagency.com.
Everybody give me a drum roll emoji. Everybody do a drum roll emoji.
This is what the website looks like, you guys. Competitionagency.com.
Competition agency. Cool.
Every single day. Now we just got to go to the tweet draw, which here I can find it. And it's on the drop down right here. It says tweet draw. So I'm going to tap on that tweet draw. It gets me into this screen right here, you guys. And there's those 3 ways that you can actually pick by a tweet. You can pick by the URL, or you can pick by the hashtag, or you can pick by the follower. We're going to be
awesome
by that hashtag that we talked about. So let me type in that hashtag, pick from the hashtag.
You're a lottery winner, Gord. I can't believe it. I can't believe how lucky you are. Are you Irish, Gord? You must be Irish.
NEZNATION Arkon was the hashtag. If you guys send out a hashtag, a tweet, if you send out a tweet on Twitter, and when I push the button, you guys see right down here, I have NEZNATION Arkon. All right, now it's official drum roll. Let's do it.
Here we go. Official drum roll.
You got one there. Okay, here we go. We're picking 3, 2.
I'm going to destroy my laptop.
Who's going to be our winner? Holy cow. We have a winner, and she wanted to be a winner. You know what I'm going to do? This is actually a 2-time winner.
Uh-oh.
But I think it's a 2-time winner. We're gonna change it up because Andrea won ago. Andrea Charmdoll is our winner. Now, Andrea.
Congratulations, Andrea.
Andrea, type in the comments if you won the same prize package like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm going to mix it up and I'm going to give her something else. Let me write this down.
Wow. Andrea is working the Arkon getaway. She's working it. She's working it.
Andrea, and you can only win the Arkon giveaways twice. But
you can only win it twice. I'm
going to do something special because I think Andrea has actually won just recently. Let me get back into your broadcast.
Look at that. Look at that. Congratulations. Congratulations, Gord and Andrea. You guys rocked it.
She won? Let's see here. Andrea, are you still with us? Let's see if she's
Andrea's in. If she's not here, does that discount her? No, I'm kidding. No. Of course not. No, of course not.
Still good.
You got to be present till the end of the broadcast. No, I'm kidding.
Get back into it. Okay, there we go. So where's Andrea? Is she still here?
She's not. I don't see her in the comments. No, I don't think she's here anymore.
I think here's what's going to happen. Andrea, I think, won the same prize package just recently.
Wow.
And actually, I think she won 4 items. But she has been saying that she wants the Arkon Pro stand.
Oh, who doesn't want that?
I think I'm changing it up and giving her the Arkon Pro stand, which is
oh my God, I love that.
So Andrea, if you already got that other prize package, you're getting this one instead.
Wow.
She'll be happy about that one.
That is insane. That is big winner chicken dinner. Holy macadamia nut. That is unbelievable. You get the Arkon stand. What's the technical name for that? Is it just the Arkon stand again?
Pro stand for live streaming.
Pro stand for live streaming. And it's kind of like that Casey Neistat thing, right? You can do the sort of overhead baking. You're doing any tutorials, any animation, any sort of product review. Oh, that's awesome. That's just awesome.
Front-facing. You can do all different directions.
Right.
On these knobs here that go like this. Watch what happens here.
By the way, yeah. Oh, that's great. Wow, that's really fluid. Oh, that's awesome. By the way, I do a toy channel with my family. So we do a kids channel with my family on YouTube because we just love, my wife and I, we shoot videos all the time. You know, I don't know how many people out there have kids or family, but you know, I know you have friends, you have BFFs, everybody who's watching probably does. You know, these Arkon mounts, it's made for live streaming and it's powerful for live streaming. It's the best tools in the world for live streaming. But think about all the cool, photographic stuff, right? Am I wrong in that, Aaron? Or am I not? I mean, there's a lot of cool photographic sort of compatibility too. I mean, you can get some cool shots with that stand alone, some nice overhead shots.
Well, that's what I mentioned is those who are actually going and buying the mounts, it's exactly that reason. They want to take photos, they want to take videos, and maybe it's not a live broadcast, but it's that baking community, it's that crafting community. That's why Instagram is so powerful because they want to have those amazing photos that they can post up on their Instagram page. And we love our Instagram community right now.
Well, I just got to say, congratulations again to Andrea Andrea and Gord. And thank you for everybody who has watched. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Do you want to do one last? You want to do one last roll call before we get out of here? I want to give these guys so much love.
Yeah,
like I'm serious, Aaron. I want to do one more roll call. Let's do one last roll call, and then Nez Nation is going to sign off for the night. Yep. Let's do one last roll call. Again, give us your name.
And I'm going to answer some questions that I see along here too. If they have any last minute questions,
tell us who you are, where you're from, and hey, maybe a little bonus. What was the best tip you learned tonight on the broadcast?
There's Andrea.
Andrea, you won. I can't believe
Andrea is one of our winners. And Andrea, you won like 2 weeks ago, if I remember correctly, and you had 4 items that you won. But I think I know that you want the Pro Stand.
Oh my God!
Because you didn't win the selfie ring light. I think Andrea's prize package are these 2 items right here. So Andrea, say yes if this is what you want. Is these 2 items right here? I think she's going to say
Don't
yes.
you dare say no. Tasha from California, thank you so much. Alicia from Florida, thank you so much. I also want really quickly, what was the #1 tip? Oh, look at Gord. Gord says best tip, Pro Stand abilities. Yes. Give us also where you're from. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and then tell us what was the best tip you learned tonight. Because Aaron crushed it. I mean, you talk about the professor of live streaming. I mean, he rocked it. So tell us what was the best tip you got. Ivy. I'm probably mispronouncing it, I promise. Ivy from Bronx. Okay, NYC. I want and need that stand. Okay, use the Nez Nation code.
We got to say what I don't think Andrea knows that she won, and she had posted the model number HD8 RV29, so she knows she loves that one, and she says, I really want to win that to show me making soap. Well, Andrea,
you won.
You didn't win. It's just a delay on the comments. Usually you guys on Facebook, there's
it might be a delay. Okay.
Second delay on the comments. So Andrea was the second winner. And because she won a couple weeks ago, the other prize package that we gave away to Gord earlier, she's actually getting the massive hookup with that Pro Stand and the selfie ring light. And I know she's going to love it. She's been following us a long time, and we totally appreciate having her in our community.
Oh, that's awesome. Brandy says that's awesome. And again, congratulations to Andrea. Brandy says she's from Austin, and she said her tip is not being afraid to press broadcast. Very good. Eric's from Louisville, Kentucky. Hello, Eric. Chris, best tip, live.me. You know what? Honestly, Chris, I am not very familiar with live.me. So, I mean, Aaron has rocked my world with that one too. Lisa,
jump and ship. That's where the herd is going right now, and they want to go and make some money. They go over to live.me. Seriously.
Interesting. I'm going to check it out. I'm definitely going to check it out. Lisa says, best tip, I don't know about live.me, so now I want to try it out. Fantastic. Eric says, starting. Thank you, Andrea. Oh, Andrea says, oh my God, thank you. I think she just realized. Eric says,
let me do one more question, Professor Nez. Kathy Card says, is the stand for cell phone only? This is a great question. You got that one is for cell phone only, the Pro Stand, because if you had something out here and it was hung over, it would actually tip over. But we have so many stands that either hold just a tablet by itself or a tablet side by side. This one's a dual broadcaster.
Beautiful.
So I think we have over 100 different tablet mounts. There's certainly something there for you if you need something for a full-size iPad, or Professor Nez has an iPad mini. He's getting one actually that has a phone holder side by side with the iPad and mini holder. So we have.
I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm so excited that I'm sweating. I'm so excited. Seriously. Alicia says live.me, best new info. Andreas. Okay. Ariel from Lomita, California. Best tip, not worrying about making mistakes and just be authentic. Isn't that amazing? Okay. Fantastic. Kathy. Okay. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys are awesome. Gord asks, are there DSLR holders?
Yes.
You got DSLR holders, Aaron?
We got camera holders, GPS holders, satellite radio, phones, tablets, any small portable electronic device. That's what we mount.
Look at that, because, you know, a lot of people are doing vlogging on with DSLRs and actually shooting a lot of YouTube videos and more professional sort of actually doing live streaming too. Some people are doing live streaming with more advanced cameras if you don't know what a DSLR is.
The camera mounts that we have, they also work for your Mevo cameras or
cool.
360-degree cameras. We have a whole line of mounts for the GoPro camera. So there's lots of different mounting options so that you can hold the phone or the device steady and really get some good quality content for your Instagram page or your Facebook page or your Twitter page.
Well, I want to, on behalf of Nez Nation, Aaron, and me, your host, Professor Nez, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, Aaron Roth, thank you so much for being on the show. This was by far the most fun I've ever had doing a live stream. I think I've learned a lot. Literally, I've learned a lot, Nez Nation, just by being in this live stream and interviewing. Even though he rocked it. I mean, I give all credit to Aaron. I just want to say thank you again for being on the show. And don't forget, Nez Nation, don't forget everybody watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. And please hit that like button if you haven't already liked Professor Nez. We're going to leave all sorts of information that you can go get the best tools in live streaming, period, at Arkon Mounts. We're going to leave all that information in the comments if you haven't received it already, although a lot of people have been helping us today and leaving those comments and links. Go find Arkon Mounts. Go to the website. Use the coupon code and make sure that you have all the products you need to make sure that your live stream is rocking. And this is your host, Professor Nez, and I just want to say thank you again. And please, please, please hit that follow button, get notified. So every time we do our show, Nez Nation Live, you'll get notified and you'll get this kind of help, this kind of motivation, this kind of inspiration. We love you guys. Aaron, any last words before we sign off?
You know, I'd love to pose another challenge to this awesome community that's out there. For those of you guys, if you want, I'm going to throw together another challenge, another contest giveaway.
Woo, look at that.
I'm going to be watching to see who shares this broadcast. You got to share the broadcast into one of your Facebook groups. Like if you share it to a lot of Facebook groups, you're probably going to be the winner, but share it into your Facebook groups. Say something like, this was an amazing broadcast that you have to see. And I'll pay attention to that and I'll select a winner in the next couple of days. But it's been amazing. Professor Nez, thank you for having me on here. We really did. I think we shared some tremendous information that's going to really inspire some people out there who maybe had some reservations about going live, but they really shouldn't. But I had a ton of fun, and that's really what this is all about. So thank you again for having me on tonight.
And come back, guys. Come back and leave comments. You know, this will be posted on my business page. It's obviously shared to Aaron's page. Come back and leave in the comments. Let us know if any of those tips, you actually applied those tips, and let us know how it went. Even if it didn't go smoothly, I'll be paying attention to that. I know Aaron will be paying attention to that. We're building community, building relationship, helping out as much as we can. I'll offer my tips. I'm sure Aaron will offer his tips. We want all of you guys to be doing this. We want all of you guys to go live. So please, please, please don't forget, leave comments. Let us know what you're doing. Let us know if any of these things had any impact. I'd love to hear that from you. Okay, you guys. That's the show, Nez Nation Live. We thank you once again. Thank you so much on behalf of me, your host, Professor Nez. We'll see you guys next time. And this is Nez Nation Live. We are out. Thank you, guys. Love you.